Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Bapak Ibu semuanya apa kabar?
Wow, baik Bu.
Alhamdulillah luar biasa sekali antusiasnya. Saya ucapkan juga terima kasih kepada Bapak dan Ibu yang sudah hadir pada kesempatan webinar pagi hari ini. Perkenalkan, nama saya Helena. Saya akan memandu jalannya acara pada kesempatan webinar pagi hari ini yang akan berlangsung selama 1 jam ke depan. Dan tema kita pada pagi hari ini adalah Digital Manufacturing, Preparing for the Next Normal.
Halo, selamat pagi Bapak Ibu. Ya, baik Bapak Ibu, kita mau memperkenalkan siapakah PT B1 Optima Solusi itu. Sekarang screen aku udah kelihatan ya Bapak Ibu ya?
Sudah Bu.
Oke, baik. Sorry tadi ada kendala teknis audio. Oke, baik Bapak Ibu. Selamat pagi semuanya. Dan untuk kami sendiri sudah berdiri sejak tahun 2012 Bapak Ibu. Dan untuk tim kami juga sudah banyak, yakni terdiri dari departemen, ada konsultan, ada customer care, ada komersil, ada juga support untuk klien kami. Seperti itu ya Bapak Ibu. Nah, untuk produk kami kebetulan official partner untuk SAP-nya. Yang kedua, kami memiliki beberapa produk automation dan juga business solution. Nah, Bapak Ibu sudah familiar harusnya ya dengan SAP. SAP ini adalah produk ERP yang berasal dari Jerman, produk nomor 1 ya Bapak Ibu. Dan ini adalah beberapa penghargaan yang sudah kami terima Bapak Ibu untuk selaku partner resmi dari SAP. Apa aja sih? Kita Indonesian Partner of the Year. Yang kedua, kita the fastest growing partner. Yang ketiga, kita memenangkan penghargaan Strategic Partner of the Year untuk Asia Pasifik dan Jepang. Seperti itu ya Bapak Ibu. Sesuai dengan agenda kita hari ini, kami akan membawakan apa sih benefit dalam menggunakan SAP Business by Design. Nah, untuk SAP Business by Design ini adalah ERP sistem yang berbasis cloud Bapak Ibu. Kalau kita lihat selama 1 tahun belakangan ini yang berbasis cloud semua lagi favorit ya, karena yang pertama flexibility dan easy to access dan maintain-nya juga gampang. Dan ini untuk dari sisi costing pun akan memperingan Bapak Ibu karena apa? Karena ini bersifat monthly subscription. Seperti itu ya Bapak Ibu. Nah, untuk produk-produk automation yang sudah kami punya, di layar saya sudah terlihat Bapak Ibu, kita memiliki B1 Analyzer, kita memiliki B1 Optical Character Recognition, ada juga B1 Tracker, B1 Assistant, B1 Attendance, B1 Doctor, BOSS, face recognition, dan juga trolley post untuk mendukung industri retail. Nah, untuk manufaktur apa sih yang cocok? Yang pertama di sini kita ada B1 Assistant Bapak Ibu. Ini biasanya aplikasi favorit untuk C-level. Kenapa? Karena dengan bantuan B1 Assistant ini untuk C-level yang biasa mobilitasnya tinggi tidak perlu masuk ke dalam sistem nih untuk ngecek report-report, even itu report produksi, report penjualan dan lain-lain, report stok. Cukup berbicara dengan smartphone yang dimiliki oleh Bapak Ibu, nanti reportnya akan dicari oleh B1 Assistant dan dimunculin di smartphone Bapak Ibu, layaknya kita bicara ke Google Assistant. Kurang lebih seperti itu. Nah, untuk B1 Attendance, di sini saya ambil contoh, ini lagi favorit untuk sekarang. Kenapa? Ini di masa pandemi ini kita menghindari menyentuh berbagai benda mati. Nah, seperti itu ya. Nah, jadi dengan menggunakan B1 Attendance ini, Bapak Ibu untuk absensinya cukup kamera yang akan capture siapakah Bapak ini dari face, berapa suhu badannya, apakah sudah menggunakan masker atau belum. Dan kita juga bisa define berbagai kondisi. Yang pertama, kalau nggak menggunakan masker, beliau ini yang absen nggak bisa masuk. Seperti contohnya seperti itu. Oke ya Bapak Ibu, saya lanjut. Dan kita juga menyediakan layanan yang pertama Bapak untuk audit, yang kedua cloud storage, yang ketiga itu custom solution. Nah Bapak Ibu, ini berbagai customer yang sudah kami bantu untuk mengimplementasikan sistemnya. Yang pertama kita sudah pernah di industri trading and distribution. Kita sudah pernah di industri service, internet service provider, sekolah atau education, shipping, konstruksi, F&B, retail, agency atau advertising, dan yang terakhir untuk di manufaktur. Dan untuk di manufaktur, saya ambil salah satu contoh di sini Bapak Ibu. Kita lihat di sini ada Mepro. Perusahaan ini bergerak di bidang produksi obat untuk Mama Rosnya sendiri, untuk produksi jus, untuk Makassar TNI ini untuk produksi gula. Demikian berbagai contoh dari yang bisa saya sampaikan hari ini Bapak Ibu. Terima kasih. Selamat pagi. Saya kembalikan ke moderator Ibu Helen.
Baik, terima kasih Ibu Esther untuk informasi tentang company profile PT B1 Optima Solusi. Dan ya, hadirin semua, di sini juga saya ingin memperkenalkan di antara kita ada Ibu Lili Hartono selaku prinsipal kami. Hai Ibu Lili.
Halo, selamat pagi Bapak Ibu sekalian.
And there is also Mr. Alex Chua and Mrs. Fumi. Hi, how are you Mr. Miss?
Hi everyone, selamat pagi Bapak Ibu sekalian.
Selamat pagi, kabar baik.
Terima kasih. Baik, kita akan mendengarkan sama-sama apa sih benefit dari SAP by Design untuk industri manufacture, dan kita akan tampilkan untuk videonya.
Perkenalkan, saya Fadli. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan mengenai digital manufacturing, bagaimana digital manufacturing bisa menghadapi challenge atau tantangan perusahaan di masa sekarang ini. Yang pertama, kita harus mengetahui terlebih dahulu mengenai industri 4.0. Banyak perusahaan yang sudah mengenali industri 4.0 dan menjadikannya sebagai strategi prioritas mereka untuk menjalani proses bisnisnya. Apa itu industri 4.0? Secara umum, industri 4.0 mengacu kepada intelligent networking antara mesin dan proses untuk industri dengan bantuan teknologi informasi. Kemudian kita bisa lihat di sini ada 3 klaster industri untuk melihat kebutuhan industri 4.0 yang dapat diidentifikasi berdasarkan rata-rata lot size, yaitu engineering to order production, mass customized production, dan yang terakhir adalah high volume production. Dapat kita lihat di sini bahwa engineer to order production di skenario industri 4.0 dibutuhkan integrasi antara engineering dan manufacturing. Untuk mass production, informasi spesifikasi produk membutuhkan integrasi secara otomatis dari shop floor dengan customer facing roles. Dan yang terakhir, high volume production lebih fokus kepada efisiensi dan seamless operation di perusahaannya. Untuk mencapai itu semua, yang industri butuhkan adalah sistem ERP. Dapat kita lihat di sini, data statistik penggunaan ERP pada suatu perusahaan dapat meningkatkan productivity sebesar 13% dalam waktu 2 tahun. Apakah Anda sudah siap untuk mengautomatisasikan perusahaan Anda? Kami dengan bangga memperkenalkan SAP Business by Design, sebuah end-to-end business solution yang dapat menggabungkan setiap functional departemen dan proses bisnis Anda dari accounting finance to manufacturing, supply chain management, dan human resources. SAP Business by Design merupakan cloud solution untuk low medium enterprise hingga upper medium enterprise. Mengapa di masa sekarang kita harus memilih untuk menggunakan cloud? SAP memiliki 2 model solution. Yang pertama, on-premise, di mana customer lebih banyak bertanggung jawab mengerjakan pekerjaannya dari install hingga running solution, sedangkan SAP hanya mendevelop softwarenya saja. Yang kedua adalah cloud, yang bisa dilihat sangat berbeda sekali dalam proses pengerjaannya. SAP dan partner bertanggung jawab dalam pekerjaannya dari mendevelop, install, hingga upgrade sistem. Customer hanya tinggal menjalankan solusinya dan fokus pada peningkatan performa bisnisnya. Karena itu, cloud solution sangat kritikal untuk mid-market company, yang dimana mereka tidak mau terganggu oleh kotak-kotak kuning tersebut. Mereka hanya menggunakan solution as a service. Perusahaan tidak perlu lagi investasi waktu, biaya, human resource untuk mendapatkan sebuah solusi. Sehingga, SAP Business by Design cocok untuk mid-size company yang mempunyai limited IT resources dan limited budget. SAP Business by Design hanya membutuhkan 3 bulan masa pengerjaan dan bisa mengikuti perkembangan perusahaan Anda. Tanpa harus memiliki IT resources yang lengkap, Perusahaan Anda bisa menghubungkan seluruh function departemen yang merupakan fondasi untuk berkembangnya perusahaan Anda. Ini merupakan key capabilities Business by Design. Yang pertama, yaitu Suite in the Box, Insightful, Build for Growth, and Continuous Innovation. Untuk Suite in the Box, SAP Business by Design sudah terbukti menjadi best practice untuk berbagai macam perusahaan sebagai sebuah solusi yang cepat dan easy to use. Selanjutnya adalah Insightful. Business by Design bisa menampilkan berbagai macam report, KPI, sesuai dengan kebutuhan perusahaan Anda. Sebagai contoh, kita bisa menampilkan analisa berdasarkan profit per customer, produk, region, yang bisa menjadi smart decision making dengan melihat data analytics yang sudah disediakan oleh SAP Business by Design. Kemudian ada Build for Growth. Dengan Business by Design, Anda tidak perlu lagi repot untuk mencari solusi lain karena Business by Design berkembang seiring dengan perusahaan Anda. Yang terakhir ialah Continuous Innovation. Kita mengerti perlu ada inovasi untuk setiap perusahaan. Dengan Cloud Solution ini, dapat mempermudah customer untuk mendapatkan produk update secara berkala dan dapat disesuaikan dengan kebutuhan ke depannya. SAP Business by Design sudah dipercaya lebih dari 7.000 perusahaan di 20 negara dengan lebih dari 200 software solution partner. Selanjutnya, ini adalah sebuah contoh end-to-end solution dari Business by Design yang dimulai dari Customer Relation Management, Supply Chain, Project, Financial, hingga Information Management. Kita mulai dari Customer Relationship Management. Seperti yang kita ketahui, untuk tradisional CRM tidak memiliki fungsi end-to-end solution. Berbeda dengan Business by Design, bisa memastikan proses dari first customer interaction hingga ke order execution. Kemudian, Supply Chain Management. Business by Design memperlihatkan Anda secara menyeluruh dan detail dari proses supply chain perusahaan Anda. Pada Project Management, di Business by Design bisa melakukan seluruh variasi jenis project sesuai dengan kebutuhan perusahaan Anda. Kemudian ada Financial Management. SAP Business by Design memberikan transparansi dan efisiensi dengan mengintegrasikan keseluruhan operasi dengan Financial dan Accounting Management. Yang terakhir, Information Management. SAP Business by Design dapat memberikan Anda real-time information dengan analisa yang lengkap dan bisa disesuaikan dengan kebutuhan perusahaan Anda. Ini adalah contoh dashboard dari Business by Design yang dapat menampilkan berbagai macam informasi dan kondisi perusahaan Anda. Tampilan ini bisa di-customize sesuai dengan keinginan dan kebutuhan perusahaan Anda. Selanjutnya, kita akan bahas mengenai kemampuan Business by Design untuk manufacturing. Untuk manufacturing, Business by Design dapat memberikan real-time ATP transparency, MRP planning, multi-level BOM, production calendar, dan masih banyak lagi. Bisa kita lihat, Business by Design dapat mengurangi cost dengan mentransparasikan kegiatan supply chain dengan meningkatkan akurasi dari ATP. Pada skenario basic manufacturing, dapat memudahkan perusahaan Anda untuk memproduksi barang dan data tersebut langsung masuk ke persediaan atau inventory. Permintaan pelanggan Anda seperti sales order atau service order dapat dilihat secara real-time dan terhubung dengan stok yang ada di perusahaan Anda. Dan masih banyak lagi fitur-fitur yang ada di SAP Business by Design dan dapat disesuaikan dengan perusahaan Anda.
After you are logged in, depending on the user access rights, this is where you will see all the different menu. So as you can see just now when I showed you the different modules that we have, I'm now logged in as admin. That's the reason why I can see all the different modules, right? And of course, in all the modules there are sub-menus. Then as a new user, when you go in, maybe you get confused, right? In the sense as, hey, where do I go to key in a journal? Or where do I go to key in production, right? Here. So and here you can do a search, a find. In this case, I want to look for general ledger. So type along anything that has GNER will come up, right? And in this case here, any one of these items that you want. Example, this one I want to have as a shortcut. I need to use this every day. You just say yes, I want to add this to a shortcut. If you look at the bottom here, already added. Where does it go? Here. Okay, so we make it easier for the users to say that no, yes, the menu is there, a lot of sub-modules. What are the things that you need to do day to day? You just create as a shortcut. When you log in, you just come in and use this to be your day-to-day work. But some customers, they say, no, apart from that, can I actually have a screen? whereby my users just look at the example what you're seeing on screen now. A launchpad, a dashboard whereby the functions are there already. So example here, if you look at my dashboard, I created one for finance. So if I want to go finance, these are the things that I'm doing, right? So to make it easier for the users, instead of them going to search, here you can actually search and say, okay, I want to now look at org structure. And that's it. I am now going into the function itself. And the reason I want to show you this is because depending on your company, do you have only a single entity ataupun you have multiple companies? And if you have multiple companies, how do you set it up in Business by Design? So in this case here, you notice that in By Design, we have this org structure concept whereby you can create a holding company, which is your group company. And then at the bottom, subsidiary 1, subsidiary 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this is again up to you. Let us know your structure. And of course, training will be given to you. So eventually, if you have only set up 2 companies here plus a holding, and later on you expand a joint venture and you say you want them to also use By Design, you can create a 3rd company. You can create a 4th company. No impact to the license, right? So untuk company, when you expand, untuk cost license masih sama ya, tidak ada yang extra. The only thing that we need to know is how many users that needs to access the system. That's it. So we only look at user license. We don't need to know how many company you create. We have some customers who have created 50 or even up to 100 subsidiaries in Business by Design, right? And what they do is they have a shared service, meaning to say they have a pool of finance people sitting in one country, but accessing all the different companies and doing the finance from one company. Okay, so it all depends on how you look at it. And once this is set up, right, what is also important is that later on, as I mentioned just now, reports. How effective or how easy is it for me to create the reports, and how can I see the reports? So as you can see from here, immediately you have an overview. And this overview again is up to you to personalize. You can actually personalize according to your access level, according to what you want to see day to day. For me, I've given myself access to a aging report, right? Receivable, profit report. But at the same time, you notice at the bottom, I also want to see what's my sales, right? And also what's my spending per supplier. Apart from that, I also want to look at my cash flow. So again, like I said, this depends on your requirement and whatever access right you are given, because you may not want to give a cash flow report to a salesperson or purchase report, a purchase person, right? So this, if you have set up the security, if the salesperson want to try to see this report, the data will come up, the report will come up with no data. Okay, so this is how we control that no certain reports, they cannot be seen by different people, right? And in the event, let's say you have seen this and you say, okay, I want to add. Kalau mau tambah satu report, macam mana? Do I actually go to IT? Do I actually go to SAP or even the partner B1, right? So here, in Business by Design, there is this, sorry, let me minimize this one. Tak bisa ya. Okay, so here, I can go to what we call a personalization mode. And if you notice here, it is similar to what you do for your mobile app. Do you want to add? Do you want to delete? If you want to add or delete, here delete is X, right? But if you want to add, if I go further down, you notice that there's this here. And in this case, there's no data for this one. So I don't need this report. Let me delete that off. But here instead, I want to add another report. Example, maybe I want to add a report for project management. Okay. Let me just go back here. Sorry. Okay. And I want to see a project report. And you will notice here, everything is already shown. And I want to look for a particular KPI, or I want to look for a particular report. It's up to you to set. In this case, I want to look for a particular KPI, right? Any KPI that's related to project, you just type, okay, it will show you here. And that's where I can say that, okay, I want to have a project with critical work overrun, apply. And you have already added the report. And once this is done, all you need to do is just save. And then, of course, to say, I want to finish personalizing. So this is also what I mean just now. When you need to look for a product, it needs to be easy to use. So we also learned from the past that sometimes users want to be able to do things faster. They cannot keep on going back to IT because IT may have a lot of different work to do. So users want to be able to be doing things self-service, right? So this is where we want to empower the users to do things, simple things like this by themselves without going to IT. And apart from that, your reports, right? When I go into the reports, same thing. In certain contexts, some of the reports, standard reports created, yes, I press a button, you get the report. But there are cases whereby management tell the users to say that, no, I want a different format. I want different data in the report. So what happens then? Can the end user do the reports themselves? Or again, you need to go and ask IT to help, right? So in by design, we make it simple again. Yes, I have bar chart, but apart from that, I have a different presentation of different charts. In this case, I want to analyze by table. Once I have this information, what is important is that I want to be able to analyze further. I want to know more in terms of the numbers. So if you're coming from education, I want to know which course is selling better, which course is making money. If you're coming from wholesale distribution, which product, right? Which product is selling the best, which product is losing money, and so on. So that's where in here, you as a user, you can easily just go in here and say that, okay, I want to analyze further. And how do you analyze? Basically here, you see there's row and there's this column. So on the row, I want to add information. So just press here and you see all the different dimension or segments that are standard in Business by Design will show for you. And that's where you can just easily pick it up and say that, okay, now our management asked to see a report by product, right? And then that's it. Okay, you have changed the presentation. Okay, and from my engagement with customers, a lot of the customers, they tell us that if they were to do this report, the fastest maybe they can do is 30 minutes, half an hour. In certain cases, they may take half a day because they download to Excel, they extract data from different places so that they have this format. Okay, but in by design, if you notice here, after you get used to this, you can easily manipulate the report. This is one style. But if you say that, okay, no, I don't want too much information, I want to summarize number by the year. I don't need to go by accounting period, example. So that's where I just have to tell the system, remove this. Because later on, if you want, you can add at any time. And same thing for the column. Terlalu banyak column, not much, I don't need so much information. Untuk report ni, I need only sales, cost of sales, and profit. So that's where, again, here you notice there's this key figure. Again, this is standard from by design. You can choose to add, you can choose to delete. You can also choose to create your own calculation. Because if you're coming from finance or operations, you may have a calculation that you need, a ratio that you want to put into the system, right? So that's where you can even customize that, right? But in this case here, like I said, I do not need this tree. Let me just reduce that, take it out. Okay, so if you notice dalam masa 1 minute I've changed the report format maybe 3 to 4 times. And once you're happy with this format, all you need to do is just save this as your own. Once you have saved this as your own, you don't have to keep on doing the adding and the deletion already. This is your standard report. And how do you actually differentiate the reports? You will notice that after you have saved, there will be a list of reports here. Okay, so the list of reports will tell you that this is your personal report, which is what I'm doing, personal for myself. There's also a corporate report. That means as a company, the HQ said that, okay, this report is to be shared by all, or these are the standard reports coming from SAP. Okay, so these are all done for you. And are you happy with this report? If you're happy with this report, of course, then you can easily just download this to Excel. But what is also interesting in by design is that we have an add-on in Excel itself that allows you to pull this same report into Excel, and it's a live report. So if you are very familiar with Excel and you want to continue to use Excel for your reporting because you may want to add a certain graph, a certain calculation. Here, you see here in by design, in Excel, I have a log on to Business by Design. Why is this necessary? Why do I need to log on? It's because you would want the information coming from by design, and you want it live. When I say you want it live, meaning to say anybody who's updating the transaction, you can pull this report out with the latest information. You do not need to worry that it's a static report. So once you have logged in, if you notice here, the same reports that you see just now on by design, you can see it here as well. So for your information, Business by Design comes with 500 report ya, standard reports. Dalam Business by Design sudah ada 500 report yang bisa diguna straight out of the box. So it's up to you what you want to do. So in this case, example, I want to look for aging report, and I want to look for aging for receivable, which is this one example here. So once I insert this report, it actually is coming directly from Business by Design. And you can do the same thing like I did just now. Remember, I add the row, I add a column, and so on. Here. You see on this row, column. So anything you want to add on the row, anything you want to add on the column, you just have to choose and put it in. So, and information that you see here, easily you can put it out also into the report. So example, if you have seen this report, this is an aging report, and you say that, okay, I want my salespeople to call them, right? Because they have been owing me more than 120 days, especially this one, Innovat, Jack Jackson Heating, right? I need to call them to ask them to pay money. But if you see here, there's no phone information. So dari sini, all they need to do is say that, okay, I want to also access the master data of the customers. In this case, I want to look for phone. Yeah, it's here as well. So what you can do is save this as your report, as your standard report, and over here, the information is there already for your salespeople to call the customer. So this is how you can use the reporting, whether you want to do it in Excel or back to by design here, right? And in both cases, if you want to add more information like what you see just now, I add the phone. In here, you can do the same thing, right? What if you go to your manager, and the manager, your boss will say, hey, I like this report, but tell me more about the customer. Which customer buy which product, right? So that's where you say, okay, wait for me, I will just add customer. And in certain cases, just to share with you, because of these capabilities, some of the bosses themselves want to access this report because they find it easy for them to find information and for them to analyze. So it really depends. You can be the user that is producing this report for your boss, or some bosses, they are very active, they are very hands-on. They say, I like this, I want to do this myself. Okay, and here, presentation may be to your liking. You say customer should be actually in front, product should be the subheader. So all you need to do is just drag, drop. Done. Okay, so that's what we mean by making it easy for you to use, as well as here, the connectivity. Remember just now I said it's a comprehensive solution, right? All the different modules are in the system. What if I want to now look at a certain customer? I want to go to the CRM. Now I'm in the finance, right? I want to look at this customer itself. I want to know more information about this customer. So that's where I can easily drill down to the customer. And then now you've noticed that from just now finance, now I'm going into customer. And this customer basically is part of the CRM, right? What do we mean by part of the CRM? Over here, you notice, yes, I have all the different sales information. But what is important is that what are the transactions you have with the customer? So if you're coming from distribution trading, you would want to know how many quotations still outstanding. What do we need to follow up? Are there new opportunities coming from this customer? So you notice one view, I have already the information, leads, opportunities, quotation, and others. And in certain cases, some of you may want to use the marketing function, right? What do we mean by marketing function? Marketing meaning to say, I want to participate in a trade event. I want to have a special campaign to introduce a new product. And I want to know how successful that campaign is. So that's where you see here at the bottom, we can also create campaigns. This is part of the marketing or by design. And then of course, target group. Because when you create a new product, it may meant only for a certain group of customers, not for all the group of customers. So you can create different target groups and then send it, and then of course monitor which sales is coming from which campaign and whether the campaign is successful or not, right? Apart from that, of course, in here, for those of you that needs to provide after sales service, meaning to say that if you are selling a product, you provide warranty. Apart from providing warranty, you may also say that I want to be able to provide a repair, right? Repair and servicing. So that's where a customer may call you and say, okay, I have a product problem with the machine, I need it to be repaired. So example, this 1054, you would then assign it to a technician or engineer to say, okay, Mr. So-and-so or Ibu so-and-so, please look into this and attend to this. So this would then be going through the internal messaging in the by design. And once the work is done, the service order will be completed. And if this is billable, it will then go into invoicing. So here in by design, just take note, apart from selling of products, you can be also selling of services, right? And of course, in terms of finance, what is important to finance is the capability to look at the document and to look at the audit trail, right? Apart from the audit trail, what happens is that you are also interested to know, can I see my historical information, right? Here, you see that this is 2020, but I want to see before that, 2019 invoice or 2017 invoice and so on. Can I do that? So in business by design, we do not archive your transaction. It is all stored in the system as individual transaction. So in this case, I want to look for a particular invoice, 133. Okay, you notice here, 2017, 2015, 2012. Okay, so this is to show you that we do not archive it. You do not need to worry, because some ERP system or financial system, whenever you do a year-end closing, the previous year's transaction will be summarized. It will just show you as a total. You cannot see the individual transaction. In by design, you can, and anytime you want to look at it, you just go in. Here, I am able to pull out the invoice. If I need to reprint the invoice, not an issue. If I want to preview on the screen, also not an issue. All the reports, all the forms in by design is already a PDF. And what is also important, like I mentioned earlier for the finance, the audit trail, right? This invoice came from which sales order, came from which delivery, is this invoice already paid? Here. Okay, tadi only 133, right? I look for 133, but from here I'm able to see 133 asalnya dari sales order 1927. And from sales order 1927, deliverynya 293. And from there, that I'm also able to see, okay, this invoice, no problem, I already received the money, payment already done. So one view you are able to see, and why I said finance will like this is because a lot of time during audit, auditors will always ask if it's a large transaction, a large amount transaction, the auditors will always ask for the supporting document. So in this case, you don't have to worry that you have lost the hard copy. Any point of time, they can just come here and have a look. The supporting are all here. And what is also interesting here is that within by design, if you are doing trading, there may be cases whereby tidak cukup stock, yeah. So I have a sales coming in, tidak cukup stock. So what does the system do? So in this case here, let me just show you here. Yes, I have a sales, I have a delivery. But before this happens, I actually have to check all my sales that comes in. This is only one sales, but in a day I may have 100 sales. So I will have to check all the 100 sales. Do I have enough stock to be delivered? So kalau dilihat dari sini, there's a function called customer demand. So we will run this customer demand, something like a MRP, yeah, whether you have enough material or whether you have enough stock. And upon checking, right, tidak cukup stock. So dari sini, automatically the system will issue a purchase. So from the purchase, of course, then you will need to do the goods receipt. And then once the inbound is in, then only you can do the outbound. And in this one screen, you will be able to see the sales is related to the purchase, the purchase related to the stock, and then of course the stock relating to finance. So all the different modules can be shown in one screen. And what is also interesting is dari segi finance. I'm not sure whether you practice this, yeah. Let me show you here. In the accounting, there are cases whereby some companies, they tell us that yes, I need my own accounting standard. So kalau dari segi Indonesia, I want to have an Indonesia accounting standard in my main book, right? My accounting book. But at the same time, because I'm part of a group, I have also a subsidiary in Singapore. I have also a subsidiary in Malaysia. I need to have a group report, right? So what happens then? If you notice here, dari sini, my demo is based on Australia, so I have an Australia accounting standard. But at the same time, you notice here, there's this IFRS. So in my design, there is this concept of what we call multi-books. So why is this important to you? Is because if you need to have different books for reporting purposes, the data that is updated in by design, automatic. You don't have to worry that I have to finish one book from this one book. I need to transfer, manage the information, then report in another set of books. If you have set it up from the start, any transaction that goes into by design, the local country accounting standards will be updated, but as a group, the accounting standard also will be updated with the transaction. Okay, that's I think the time that I have to show you a demo. If you, like I said, if you see that this is something that you want to explore further, let us know, because for the short time of period, it is a bit difficult for me to explain every one of these modules to you in detail, right? But please have understand the concept here is that we want to make it easy for you, and of course, what is available in Business by Design are all the modules that I have presented earlier on, right?
Demikian penjelasan saya untuk digital manufacturing. Untuk Bapak Ibu yang mengikuti webinar ini, kita membuka free consultation dengan expert kita mengenai SAP Business by Design. Terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Sampai jumpa di lain waktu.
Baik Bapak Ibu, kita sudah mendengarkan benefit dari SAP by Design. Tiba saatnya pada sesi tanya jawab, kami persilahkan kepada Bapak Ibu untuk open mic. Kita akan ngobrol dua arah ya, atau bisa juga di sini sudah saya lihat banyak pertanyaan yang sudah ada di kolom chat, dan di sini akan dibantu oleh Mr. Arik Chua. Hello Mr., could you help to answer the question for our participant, Mr.?
Good.
Okay.
Mula dari mana ya?
Mulai dari atas. Apa perbedaan feature B1 and BYD?
Bagaimana cara menentukan mana yang cocok?
Cara menentukan sistem mana yang cocok.
Okay, in terms of the, dalam bahasa Inggris ya. So if there is a need to translate, please let us know. The main difference, of course, is that B1 is on premise. You need to have your own hardware architecture and infrastructure. Untuk BYD, it's all on the cloud. So for BYD, the most important thing that you need to have, of course, is internet access. And if you also see from the demo and also from the earlier presentation in PowerPoint, for BYD, there are already standard processes based on what we call the standard best practice. So if you say you are talking about the procurement process, the sales process, all these processes with the workflow is already inbuilt, right? In this case, it's slightly different from B1. And also in terms of SAP itself, we actually have different market segments. So for B1 and BYD is actually more for SME, but internally we also differentiate that now for BYD, we are targeting for the larger SME. So example, if you say that you are expanding and you think that you need a more system that help you grow and also more complex in terms of the requirements that you have, then BYD would be a better fit. Right? If you look into the market, a lot of B1 customers that we have, yes, but most of them maybe their requirement is not that complex. So it really depends. We need to understand from you your requirements. Then only we can tell you that, okay, yes, this one maybe B1 bisa. If not, maybe we tell you that, oh, BYD would be a better fit. So until the time we know your requirement in more detail, it is very difficult for us to tell you how to choose, yeah, which one is yang mana yang lebih cocok, ya. So if possible, let us have a discussion, yeah. I think from May, yeah. Then from question from Mr. Yok. Can we get comparison with Sage? Okay, so comparison with Sage, again, we have what we call competitive analysis. If there is this requirement, let us send to you the analysis report, Mr. Yok, so that at least you can do a comparison. And from the report, if you have more questions, then you let us know. Okay. Then dari Bayu, what is the difference between existing product in market, open source, and BYD? The main difference is that BYD is already pre-configured. One example of open source in the market product is called Odoo. I'm not sure whether you have heard of it. Odoo is actually open source, but if you implement Odoo, everything has to be done from scratch. The processes, the procurement, the sales, the financial closing, everything you have to configure. So there is no processes in place in the open source. Then what happens is that you have to actually spend more time. And it is also not industry best practice. In BYD, it is based on our nearly 50 years of ERP experience. So the processes that you see in BYD, you will notice that it's actually also very similar to ECC. If you are familiar with our bigger SAP product, ECC, A1, or even S4HANA, the processes that you see in BYD, it is actually the same as what you see in S4HANA. So if you feel that that is important to you, then of course BYD would be a better product because it's already proven with the best practice. I hope I answer your question, Bayu. And then if my head office use SAP, can branches use this product? Yes. So again, in terms of by design, one of our key market is actually to target the subsidiary whereby the head office is already using SAP, the ECC or S4. Why this is so is because in the subsidiary, most of the time it may be smaller from the HQ, right? You don't need so much complex requirement, and you don't have an IT administrator to help you with, example, just now the reports. So what happens is that a lot of our customers, I can name you a few. One is Hilti, one is Roland Berger. They have HQ using ECC and now S4, but in the subsidiary they use by design. Why? Because as you can see just now, by design is mostly self-service. Self-service meaning to say you can manage the system yourself. Even if you notice the reports, you can do it yourself. So a lot of time, yes, to answer your question, Bayu, is that the branches are usually using by design, and there is already a standard integration to SAP Enterprise. So that's why they can actually use this, and the HQ will just pull the information from by design for the group report. Okay, so I think that's your next question. How can the head office see the data? This is a cloud solution, right? So if you can actually give permission to the HQ to access, that's one way to check the data. The other one is, like I said, there is already a standard integration. So what will happen is that month end, each branch of in BYD will push the information to HQ for them to do the consolidation. That is all the questions on the chat. Elena, any other questions? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any follow-up from the explanation? Yeah, sorry.
Ya, bagaimana Bapak Ibu semuanya untuk jawaban yang sudah diinformasikan oleh Mr. Alex, ataukah masih ada lagi pertanyaan atau mungkin informasi yang belum jelas disampaikan oleh Mr. Alex yang memang Bapak Ibu belum paham, boleh ditanyakan langsung karena nanti akan langsung dijawab oleh Mr. Alex. Atau mungkin Bapak Ibu yang belum mengajukan pertanyaan, boleh dibuka langsung mikrofonnya nanti agar langsung dijawab oleh Mr. Alex.
No more ya?
Masih ada atau tidak Bapak Ibu untuk pertanyaannya? Kami masih tunggu ya untuk beberapa menit ke depan, dan sambil menunggu pertanyaan dari Bapak Ibu, kami juga akan lampirkan untuk feedback form yang akan kami lampirkan di kolom chat juga. Tapi kami tetap menunggu pertanyaan Bapak Ibu jika memang akan ada yang masih ditanyakan. Untuk Mr. Yoko mungkin ada pertanyaan kembali. Untuk feedback formnya, mohon Bapak Ibu untuk mengisi feedback form ya Bu ya, sambil menunggu pertanyaan. Apakah sudah clear semua yang disampaikan oleh Mr. Alek? Untuk Ibu Anindita, jika memang ada pertanyaan boleh Bu untuk mengajukan pertanyaan, atau memang sudah jelas Bu Anindita untuk informasi yang sudah ditampilkan atau pada webinar pada pagi hari ini?
Sudah jelas Ibu.
Sudah jelas ya. Baik, Bapak Ibu semuanya. Jadi di sini SAP by Design itu adalah solusi manajemen bisnis yang komprehensif dan yang terintegrasi penuh. Jadi solusi ini dirancang khusus untuk memberikan manfaat dari aplikasi manajemen bisnis untuk skala besar tanpa memerlukan infrastruktur seperti IT. Jika memang nanti masih ada pertanyaan dari Bapak Ibu, kita ada promo nih khusus Bapak Ibu yang hadir pada webinar pagi hari ini, akan ada free konsultasi. Jadi untuk pertanyaan atau mungkin ingin konsultasi, ingin diberikan untuk solusi dari bisnis by design ini, nanti Bapak Ibu bisa menghubungi marketing kami. Nah, untuk nomor tim komersial B1 ini ada di kolom chat di 08211 380 8589. Nanti akan dibantu oleh tim komersial kami. Kita free konsultasi ya Bapak Ibu. Jika memang sudah tidak ada pertanyaan, terima kasih untuk Bapak Ibu yang sudah hadir pada kesempatan webinar pagi hari ini. Kita tutup dengan berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing. Berdoa dimulai. Berdoa selesai. Baik, terima kasih Bapak Ibu semuanya yang sudah hadir, dan nantikan untuk webinar-webinar kita selanjutnya. Selamat siang.